Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Hasya Hanani binti Abdul Hadi. So today I am going to present my thesis presentation titled Adsorption of malachite green dye onto phosphoric acid modified coffee husk activated carbon. This presentation is supervised by Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Thesis. So here is the overview of what I will be presenting. So let's move to the first part, which is the introduction. Dye pollutants, which is malachite green from various industries, are a significant concern due to their toxic effects on aquatic life and humans. Conventional methods for dye removal often fall short, leading to persistent environmental contamination. According to Knight et al. 2021, adsorption has emerged as an effective solution for dye removal. This method uses materials with high surface areas to capture dye molecules from wastewater. In exploring sustainable and cost-effective adsorbents, agricultural waste such as coffee husks has gained attention. Coffee husks are an abundant byproduct, often discarded in landfills, posing an environmental challenge. So using coffee husks as an adsorbent not only addresses the waste disposal issue but also provides a low-cost material for dye removal. However, raw coffee husks need enhancement to improve its adsorption capacity. Chemical activation, particularly with phosphoric acid, significantly increases the surface area and pore structure of the coffee husk, making it more effective for dye adsorption as demonstrated by Nemeth et al. 2022. Here is the significance of the study and the objectives of the study. Next is literature review. The gap in the study lies in the limited research on the use of coffee husk waste material for the removal of malachite green dye. While there is existing literature on the adsorption process and activated carbon, there is lack of comprehensive studies specifically focusing on the adsorption performance of phosphoric acid modified coffee husk activated carbon for the removal of malachite green. This research aims to bridge this gap by exploring this efficiency and effectiveness of this novel adsorbent in dye removal process. We continue with the methodology. First is the preparation of phosphoric acid modified coffee husk activated carbon. The steps are shown in this picture here. Number 2 is the parameters of studies, which is adsorbent amount, pH, contact time, and initial concentration. Third is the evaluation studies, which is the kinetic studies, pseudo first order and pseudo second order, and isotope studies, Langmuir and Freundlich equations. Fourth is the characterization of before and after adsorptions using SEM, FTIR, and TGA. Next is the result and discussion. For the adsorbent amounts, there are 3 trends observed. First is rapid increase, gradual decrease, and saturation phase. The saturation phase is due to the excessive active sites to accommodate the fixed amount of dye molecules in the treated solution. For the uptake decrease as the increase of available active sites and remaining unsaturated. Next is pH. The uptake and removal increase at pH 2 until 3 due to the increased electrostatic force between positively charged dye and negatively charged adsorbent surface. The maximum adsorption is at pH 4, which is the unadjusted pH because there are fewer H+ ions competing with malachite green for adsorption sites. And the uptake and removal decrease from at pH 4 to 6 due to formation of negative charge on adsorbent surface, reducing electrostatic attraction. For the contact time, the rapid increase of removal and uptake is due to the numerous empty active sites and pores on the adsorbent surface, so there are rapid binding of malachite green molecules. The gradual increase is due to the fewer available active sites, formation of repulsive forces between the adsorbed malachite green molecules and the adsorbent surface. Next is the initial concentration. The removal decreased as the adsorbent surface was occupied by malachite green molecules and become limited for further adsorption. The uptake increased as there are sufficient active sites available and the driving force for mass transfer is high, and there is gradual increase as more dye molecules are present, so the ratio of adsorbent to adsorbate decreases. Next is the adsorption kinetics. The adsorption follows a pseudo second order model where the QE calculated are closer to the QE experimental value. The adsorption process is controlled by chemisorption involving initial surface adsorption where the adsorbate forms strong chemical bonds with the activated carbon surface. We continue with the adsorption isotherms. The regression coefficient of Langmuir model show a better fit than the Freundlich model. It indicates a monolayer coverage of malachite green on the outer surface of phosphoric acid modified coffee husk activated carbon, and the adsorption occurs uniformly on the active site. The calculated Kf and 1/n obtained indicates the activated carbon had excellent uptake of malachite green and show favorability towards malachite green absorption under various concentration. Shown in the slide here are the SEM micrograph. So for the untreated coffee husk, there are no pores with irregular particles and the surface is smooth. So after activation with phosphoric acid, pores are formed with few flaky particles and having rough surface. After absorption of malachite green, it can be seen that there are no pores as they diminish and the surface became smooth again. This is the FTIR analysis of the untreated coffee husk, phosphoric acid modified activated carbon before absorption and after absorption. This reveals significant changes in the functional group presence. The untreated coffee husk shows peaks indicative of hydroxyl, methyl and aromatic groups. After activation with phosphoric acid, the hydroxyl and carbonyl groups becomes more pronounced, breakdown of aromatic structure and phosphorus species appears, indicating structural changes due to activation process. So after absorption with malachite green, the hydroxyl group disappears, carbonyl group changes, and phosphorus species remains, suggesting successful absorption of malachite green dye. The TGA curve of the untreated coffee husk shows a significant weight loss at lower temperatures, typically due to the loss of moisture and volatile organic compounds. There is second, more substantial weight loss at higher temperatures, indicating the decomposition of hemicellulose, cellulose and lignin, the primary component of the coffee husk. The TGA curve for the activated carbon for the modified coffee husk shows different stages of weight loss. The initial weight loss at lower temperature is less pronounced compared to the untreated coffee husk, indicating less moisture content due to activation process. Weight loss at higher temperature reflects the thermal stability of the modified activated carbon, suggesting the decomposition of the remaining organic materials and the structure of the activated carbon. The TGA curve for the absorption of malachite green shows a different pattern in weight loss compared to the before absorption. The initial weight loss may show some differences due to the adsorbed malachite green, indicating desorption or decomposition of the dye. The overall thermal stability might differ, reflecting the presence of the adsorbed dye on the activated carbon surface. In these studies, 50% removals are achieved using 0.005 grams of phosphoric acid modified coffee husk activated carbon to remove malachite green with an uptake of 100.82 mg per gram. Optimal conditions for maximum removal and uptake were observed at pH 4, which is unadjusted pH. For contact time, 60 minutes are chosen as it is the starting point of the saturation. Next is the initial concentration of malachite green dye was maintained at 20 parts per million. The absorption kinetics followed the pseudo second order model, indicating chemisorption as the primary mechanism. The absorption isotherm data fit to the Lamour model, suggesting monolayer absorption on a homogeneous surface. The FTIR analysis showed enhanced functional groups like hydroxyl and methyl after activation. After absorption, spectra confirmed the interaction between the dye and the activated carbon. SEM image revealed significant changes in surface morphology after absorption. The TGA results demonstrated the thermal stability of the activated carbon. Finally, the recommendation. First is investigate the regeneration and reusability of the activated carbon to determine its economic use and long-term sustainability in dye removal application. Next is comparing with other adsorbent. By comparing the effectiveness of the activated carbon with other low-cost and commercially available adsorbents to highlight its advantage and potential drawbacks. Finally, is explore the capability of the modified activated carbon to absorb other common industrial dyes and contaminants to broaden its application scope. That is all from me. Thank you for listening.